your, your llama. Buddy, please. How's it going, everybody? How we all doing today? My name is Pumpernickel Wonton, and today I wanted to go through and look at a few of my old worlds that I'd been playing in, and kind of get a feel for the stuff that I was building in the past. A couple of these worlds are like 2 or 3 years old, but with the intention of in the next episode starting a new world. So I've gone through here and already looked at which ones of these have anything important, and made sure that like these are the actual worlds that I was playing in. So we are going to go ahead and start here, and I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so loading in, I immediately remember where I'm at. I was doing a villager farm down here, so this was sugarcane. I was in love, apparently, with these minecart rail systems, being able to automate it. There are better ways to do it now, especially if you got the iron to spare. Got all my villagers, apparently it's bedtime. Yeah, no. Starting to deck it out. Looks like I didn't make it all the way through. I got all the villagers, most of the villagers in. Oh. Obviously, the decor is not quite finished yet, and it looks like I was experimenting with some of the different block types to see what I was gonna do. But let's go ahead and get on out of here. Up and away. To infinity and beyond! Oh yeah, I literally just said, oh, it's nighttime. Do I have a bed? I don't have a bed. We're gonna hop back down here and skip the night. Okay, take 2. Now it's daytime, there we go. I am a huge fan of, like, nature, like, terraforming. Decorating nature, making Minecraft worlds look better than their, like, vanilla natural. And so this was, like, my first real passion project for trying to see if I could make, like, cave kind of areas look cool. Which I think, honestly, this is pretty neat. It could use a lot of polishing. The cobblestone kind of stands out a lot compared to all the stone. So I'd probably do it differently now if I could. But just as far as like the shapes go and like the curves and everything like that, I'm a huge fan. I love doing that kind of stuff. It could use a little bit more blending to the outside world here. It kind of just like stops and turns into grass. But you know, obviously it's a work in progress. I mean, it's not a work in progress anymore, I guess. This is an old world. I'm not going to be playing this. We're just looking at it, but pathways, big fan of paths. You always got to have a nice pathway. This church here, I won't take full credit for. I watched a video from someone who I can't remember now. It might have been like Mythical Sausage or something. I was going through a phase at the time. But it wasn't like I like watched it and built it brick by brick at the same time. I like watching things and then going and trying to turn it into my own build. Let's go ahead and take a look inside while we're here. Outside's pretty cool looking. I like it. Inside here, we've got a bunch of church pews, little podium for them. Cross apparently in the middle. Little bell up top. I like that. Even the ceiling, the roof area is pretty cool looking. Statues. And then out here, yeah, so there's like a graveyard basically, which is kind of morbid and sad, but it is what it is. But got all the different headstones. Over here there's just a little map of the area. So all of this is like, this is where I was working before. That's like the little quarry up top there where we were just at, and then I was kind of like getting ready to flow off to a new area, but I never quite got there. Next building is supposed to be, I'm guessing this was like the tree cutter's place. Which interior's not completely finished, but it's functional. A little upstairs, gave him a little living area. Looks like a little bed in the corner there, some windows looking out. Couple attempts at some small custom trees. This here looks like it was a blacksmith area. I like the details that I put into some of these spots. I get really fixated on like, I want to make this building look really good. And then I don't know exactly what I was doing here, but for some reason I used trapdoors to make the walls for this like quote unquote bedroom. Not the most private bedroom in the world, but you know, we do what we gotta do. Alright. Keep going around. Walk through the town. I walled everything off, which I love making, like, different size natural walls. Pigsty with the dirty pig area. Chicken coop could use some work. That doesn't exactly look like a chicken coop. This, if I remember correctly, was like my starter house for here. So this was like where everything started. I basically just built this one house, and I was like, I'm gonna make some farms. And then I was like, I'm gonna wall it off a little bit here. I was like, maybe I'll build another house out here, and it just kind of sprawled. Let's look inside of this. We can take a peek real quick. Why not? Yeah, the ender chest is the sign that this was where I lived. A little bedroom and everything. Alright, and back outside, I've got a couple more houses all over the place. Interiors probably are not finished. I'm not really great at interiors. I like working at details if I can help it, but coming up with floor plans inside it's tough. It takes a lot of time and a lot of focus, and at the time when I was making this, I was more focused on quantity. So like the stuff still looks good in my opinion, but I wanted to build a lot of it. This is just another random inside house. The bones are here, but it could use a little polish. All the pathways and everything like that. I just love, like, I'm pretty sure I hand placed almost all of these blocks. I mean, I had to. A lot of that's like the coarse dirt and whatever that stuff's called. We were just inside of there. Over here, there's a couple farms and whatnot. Over here. This is just a moss farm, probably. Yeah, I was just kind of letting moss grow there. Word. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. A little well with a tree and a tree swing. I like that. Got my horse stable. Making it look kind of like dirty in here. Somebody needs to come scoop up all the poop. It probably wouldn't be this dirty in real life. Alright. Was there anything else? Oh, I named it. Look, it was Hazelberg. Little tower. Up here was, so this was meant to look like a dead tree, which it kind of does, but I could do better, I feel like. As you can tell, it's the gallows. I was going through a phase. I was going through a thing where I was like, oh, well, I mean, it works, doesn't it? Like, you can clearly tell what it is. We're not going to focus a whole lot on that because, you know, maybe not YouTube friendly, but all the little spots, and then they would get pushed off, you know? Once they get dragged out of there, and it's like, all right, heave ho, push. And, yeah. It's fun. They're being little creative, little fun projects. And then the last thing that I wanted to look at, I remember it was by the church. I forgot to peek at it when we were there. This is the last thing. It's not a huge important detail, but I remember I was like, I'm gonna try a water feature. Kind of hard to tell in the dark. Oops. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is everything in this world, or at least everything that's like important. I stayed pretty much in this area. So with it getting dark, I'm gonna hop out of here and load up the next one, and I will see you there. Okay, this is world number 2. This was my second most recent building project area. It is another village kind of thing, but I basically found a normal village and rebuilt it. Up here, I'm pretty sure was like my main living base, like where I did all my stuff. Apparently went painting crazy for some reason. I have beds all over the place too, because if you couldn't tell by the constant honking and I wanted it to feel like it was actually lived in. That is awful. I hate it. But continuing along the pathway here, we've got another tower. Yep, so this is all like my storage stuff. A whole bunch of chests. Up here, got nice little living quarters. And then just a bed. And apparently a carrot. Carrot by the window. Ah, cool window. Heck yeah. Let's head back outside and take a look at a couple more of the important things. Ooh. little tree. I think that this was right when a bunch of these new like nature plants were put in, or nature plants, like the moss blocks, and I'm pretty sure over there I've got like a beehive thing. I think that those were all pretty new, so I was really enjoying experimenting with them, and I like it. I think it looks, considering like how old this world is, I was really enjoying what I was doing here. God, this is what? Yep, potato farm. My potato villagers in there working away for me. Thank you guys, keep up the hard work. Melon farm here with my signature minecart collection system, which I'm apparently such a big fan of. They are so noisy though. This is like a mini church, which I can't quite tell. No, I don't have a bell up there, but that's a perfect spot for a bell, isn't it? What's in here? I don't know why there's a skull painting, but alright, yep. Let me out, let me out. Alright, over here. This is pretty cool. Little circular, like, it looks like it's an enchanting building. I decorated the outside of it. Ooh, pretty. Take a look at that barn. Nice, very nice. Got the shutters for the windows. We've got a nice archways, the opening here. This is my sheep farm, which, as you can hear, has another Minecraft, or minecart delivery system. Ooh, that's getting full. Keep up the good work, fellas. Up here, just got the little loft area. So cool. Right here is another big favorite of mine. It was the honeycomb thing that I mentioned. This is right when honeycomb came out, so I was really excited about wanting to farm it. I set up an automatic farmer in here where the bees are just free roam. They go around, they pick their flowers, they pollinate whatever, and then they drop the honeycomb in here. Which apparently that minecart has stopped. It's almost like a terrarium for bees, which I really like. It reminds me kind of like a snow globe, almost, of like you're supposed to look at it from the outside and just watch the bees work. I think that's everything around here. I do have an elytra here, so I can go ahead and take a view of it from up top. Oh, and there's a couple more buildings over that way we'll go look at too. Yeah, see, it's so cool. Like when you're walking around down in there and it's really tight and enclosed in, and then looking back down on it, like being able to see the planning of the city and like how it was coming together, and just I can imagine having this but having it be walled off and then like off to a path, and like there's a castle keep or like another village or whatever, and just having these be their own little self-enclosed like spaces. So cool. Also, it's turning nighttime, so I'm gonna go sleep away the night really quick. Zoop, zip, zip, zop, zoop. Okay, there we go. No, let me sleep. I'm just gonna take this bed with me. Okay, a couple more things that we were gonna look at. We'll see. Ooh, got the little, what'll happen if I ding this? Nothing. Okay, cool. Little axolotl apparently in the town fountain. Very cool. Got my animal spaces. Surely I can sleep now, right? Yeah, thank you. Uh-huh. My guy. your llama. Buddy, please. Please let the llama go. He doesn't deserve that. Hop on your tiptoes, buddy. You're gonna be fine. You'll make it. He'll remember you eventually. Okay, looks like I've got a little fishing dock, like a pier. Let's circle around. Thump. Crunch. What was I doing in here? Okay, alright. It kind of looks more like an office than a fishing house, but alright, I can see. I mean, it's functional. Kind of. More functional out here. Yeah. I like fishing. Clearly, I was doing a bunch of it, and I was like, I want a building for that. In fact, that's kind of my thought process for a lot of things. Is about like, oh, I'm doing this a lot in the game. I should probably make a structure for it or make a building for it. And then if I make one building for something, then it's like, okay, well now this looks weird being all by itself, so I'm going to build other things around it to make it look like it blends in more. This wasn't my favorite in the world. I'm remembering it now. It was basically my attempt at like a blacksmithing area. I like the one in my other world a lot better. Over here, we've got a bunch of random machines. I do like those though. I forgot. So those are like little circle. So that spot's supposed to look like a magical, like enchanting area. And I think that the circle windows really tie that in, because then it's like you come in here and it's almost like a little fairy enclosure. Like it's got like grass and nature and everything like that inside of the cave. And then down into here, yep, the mystical magical nether portal. The ceiling's pretty neat too. I don't know why there's bushes in here. I think I wanted to have some vegetation. There's better vegetation now in Minecraft than just bushes. Alright, very cool. Heck yeah. Try and see if I can't get a view of it from up above. Yeah, I mean, my frame rate's kind of bad, so it's hard to see it very clearly while I'm moving. Yeah, that's this world. I'm pretty sure that was everything in here that I had built up, really. I mean, other little bits and bobs here and there, but that's pretty much it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.